Good morning, everybody. It's Thursday morning, and it's March the 19th, I think. So Natalie and I are getting the beds ready here. We're going to have to get serious about a little bit of fresh vegetables and stuff. I noticed in the stores there's massive, like, empty shelves, and I don't know how long that's going to continue. So we're going to be prepared. May not need it, but hey, you know what? If you got it, you have it. And that's just being prepared. We have a few supplies in the house, enough to keep us good for 6 weeks if we had to, you know. Hope we don't have to get there. But anyway, these beds are going to be filled with root vegetables. I think we're going to put potatoes in here and maybe carrots in there and so on and so forth. And then here in the beds here, we've been growing pole beans, so we're probably going to continue with that theme. Okay, and then of course I've been doing a lot of work around here with chopping down trees and that, so you're going to see a bit of a mess. It always is this way in the spring. If you've been a follower of this channel, you know I can get messy. It gets cleaned up though. So these beds here, what I'm gonna do is gonna make a parallel bed running with these right here, and I think I'm gonna put cantaloupes and different kinds of things in here. So it's just gonna be like a little walkway here, and I'm gonna make this like a thing for the cantaloupe, and I might even put trellises in there so they can climb a bit. And our winter garden was mildly successful. In there is some spinach that I could harvest, but it's not as good as I would hoped it would have been. But hey, I'm learning as I go. And I got a little bit more wood here. I chopped up a whole bunch yesterday, worked at it, and just preparing the place for, like, here you can see I've got like a old cardboard from a large television set that we bought. I'm going to kill this grass, and this is going to be a little lettuce patch in here, and that's going to be the spinach garden over here. And I'm kind of going to square it up, and that's going to be basically our green gardens. And I'm going to we have a lot of rabbits around here, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to fence it in and take care of that. I don't know what else I can tell you. I hope you guys are all doing well. Follow the protocols of social isolation as much as you can, guys, because that'll reduce the amount of time that we have to be in quarantine. And that is something we don't want to spend too much time in. All right, I'm back again. I'm not going to sacrifice the watermelon garden. We're going to go ahead with our plans. I think I'm going to have about 10 watermelons in here at most. That's a lot, but you know, this is the Ontario watermelon garden, so you know. And I'm not going to do too many tomatoes, but I'm going to do some. Obviously, we're going to need some. I'm going to do those mystery keepers so I can kind of keep them over the winter. I am considering growing a winter kind of watermelon, and it stores. So I'm pretty sure that's going to be on the table, and I'm going to put that one over here. I do not know much about this watermelon. All I know is it stores for a fairly lengthy time, and it gets sweeter as you get going out through January even. So you know what? I'm going to have to experiment with a few things. All these little experiments that I've had I think are going to pay off. So this isn't a panic video or anything like that, guys. We all are going to be okay. It's just one of those things, a virus that we can't really contain right now. We don't have a vaccine for it. It takes about 1.5 years to build up enough of the vaccine for the entire population. So we got to be patient. But it's going to be okay. So I just want you guys to follow the protocols out there. Be good to yourselves, treat yourself well. If you're over 60 years old, you got to stay away from crowds. And even if you're like me, I went to the grocery store today, and believe you me, after I came home, everything was wiped down after I had a shower and decontaminated myself, because I don't want to spread it to anybody else, you know. I'm not too worried about myself. I'd probably survive, but others who are, you know, immune compromised, 70 years old and older, you got to be a little extra careful. All right, so in short, we're growing more vegetables. We're preparing ourselves for periodic shortages, because, you know, the borders can be closed and there could be like contaminated vegetables and whatnot. We've seen that more than once. So we are stepping up our game here in our little friendly little urban garden. It's going to become more of a possibly food source for us for a bit until things stabilize, when they will. Believe you me, you gotta believe in tomorrow, folks. Okay, believe in tomorrow, because there is going to be a tomorrow. You have to hope for tomorrow and plan for tomorrow. And be good to each other. Take care, everybody. And I'll post another video probably this weekend on some of the stuff I started. I started some marigolds, and they're just coming up right now. Actually, maybe go take a look at them, since this is kind of like it's pretty chilly. But I put them out here, and the reason why it's about +3 degrees right now is that if you leave them on the heat, these things will stunt. Like, they won't stunt, but they'll bolt. Okay, you can see that. There's oh, I got 2 of them there, by golly. A few more coming up. So this is all good news. That's going to be our pest control. It's going to keep rabbits away and other critters we don't really want in our gardens, because, you know, we need the lettuce and things for ourselves these days. So we're going to go with that, and that's out there right now. I think it's probably about 3 degrees. I better check. Don't want it to go below. I'd hate to kill the marigolds. We've just gotten started. So the next thing we're going to do is I think the 3rd of April, we're going to start the peppers. I got a couple of different varieties of peppers I want to grow. I got jalapenos and another kind of like California Wander, something like that. So here are the robins. So nice to see spring. Timely too. So I got a little bit more cleanup to do, guys, and then I'm going to get this garden going probably the weekend. We will be planting peas in here. That's the plan. And you don't have to have, like, as long as I can get the pea in about a centimeter or 2 will be good. And I'm going to restring some tents for it to climb, because if you don't put something up for your peas, they'll die. That's one thing I learned the hard way. My god-awful messes, I'm going to clean them up. Anyway, you guys take care of yourselves, and stay safe, and I'll see you this weekend. Rob out. Gracias, amigos. Take care, everybody.